Becoming an elite player doesn't just happen overnight. It's the dedication. It's the blood, sweat, tears, and time spent away from family to make that all happen. But it doesn't just stop there. Using the best equipment available is also a huge help. So grab your popcorn and let's go. We're taking a look at the brand new Planet Eclipse CS3 Pro. Yeah! Yeah! I have to shoot the best in the game! Yeah! Oh, hey, how's it going? Planet Eclipse CS3 Pro, about to shoot some unsuspecting cones. Just kidding, you better turn your air on, you dumb nerd. Fucking ball on ball. Damn. Shaboom. Baby, so we are going to be diving on in CS3 Pro by Planet Eclipse. We're going to unbox this bad boy and see what's hiding inside. So here we go. CS3 Pro, obviously a nice little outer sleeve on that. The standard cardboard box on the outer. Let's take a look. And fits, of course. It is the classic Planet Eclipse hard case. So tried and true. This thing can get beat up in your gear bag, thrown and tossed on the ground, and it's not going to hurt your expensive investment that's inside. So let me just throw this stuff off over this way, and let's take a look. So CS3 Pro coming out by Planet Eclipse, 6 different colors, and they all start with P. Retail price, $1889.95. So they've got Propane, Profound, Prolific, Profit, and Protocol. So 6 different colors. And today inside of this, I should be having, I guess you're gonna have to wait and see. So, oh goodness, there it is, Fitz. There it is, there it is, there it is. This one is the propane version, kind of like a charcoal and red. It looks absolutely beautiful. But before I dive into this, let's take a look at all the other goodies that it comes with. So here you will notice up top, let me just get the strap out of the way. Up top here, you do have a carbon NANO FL barrel tip. These bad boys do have over 700 micro ports inside. They're excellent for rainy and nasty muddy conditions. So paint and water and debris will not get inside of that barrel tip. You can see all of the different micro ports on there. And Carbon, in collaboration, Planet Eclipse, does an amazing job with their barrels. Next up, we will see inside of the case here, you're actually coming with 3 different inserts, which I really like, the power inserts. You are coming with a 681, you get a 685, and you also, I'm almost positive this should be the black power 689. Yep, so you get 3 inserts, 81, 85, and an 89, and total length of the barrel is going to be 14.5 inches. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put this bad boy together here. These bad boys are reverse threaded there. So this is your 14.5 inch S63 Pro barrel there. Let me just see if that'll stand. And then down here in the kit, you get your brand new barrel cover in package. You get a tube of the Planet Eclipse grease. And then you also get a second trigger with the marker, which this one in the bag is going to be a blade style. The one installed on the gun already is a Deuce style. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then, of course, a full rebuild kit with all the O-rings, extra screws, ball detents you need for maintenance down the road. So you got everything you need, full rebuild kit times a million. And then, of course, owner's manual and a player's card, one of the Immortal Legends Armies player's card that comes inside of the box. So let's get on to one more thing. We got tools for our maintenance when you need to do it down the road, or velocity adjustments, up to you, but we got a full set of Allen keys. All right, onto the marker itself here. So beautiful Planet Eclipse CS3 Pro. I'll throw all this stuff back into the box later. So we'll start at the barrel, which I pretty much already talked about, and go downward from there. So once again, 14.5 inch This is your S63 Pro barrel here, and it does have the carbon collaboration with carbon nano barrel tip. Absolutely beautiful. You will notice here, coming down into the body itself, how sleek and streamlined they made this body. Not a ton of crazy cuts, grooves, or kind of divots in there for the milling. Just something you guys run into the pits, get wiped off, get cleaned up real quick and clean. There's no microfiber into the fancy crevices. A nice sleek body design. You can easily wipe that off. Up front, you can see you got a 3-notch system up top on the actual aluminum body here. A lot of players, when they hold their marker, they're gonna hold it here and have their thumb literally sitting right on top in front of the feed neck, and that's exactly why they have the actual grooves there for a little better grip and texture. Speaking of grip and texture, since we are up into the front of the marker, I would tell you, looking up in here, they actually revised and redid the geometry on the front foregrip, so it's now fully concealing the eye covers so no water or paint can actually get inside. So the eye covers are no longer halfway shown or fully shown. They were fully concealed by the revised front textured foregrip with also extended reach, speaking of the grip. So they kind of made it a little bit longer and also changed the actual hold and the look of the grip from the previous model. Still going with the low rise aluminum feed neck. You've got the lever lock and of course the thumb wheel on the other side to either loosen or tighten your hopper, and then you lock it down. Depending on obviously whatever hopper you guys are using, you can adjust it to your preference. Going down towards the back, Fitz, do you want to drop down or you want to go into the bolt system?
Let's just drop down. We're
going to drop down into the actual frame area, which I like. Once again, a little bit more room up in here to get that extended reach if you guys are a player with bigger hands. And then you will notice here, I showed you earlier, speaking of in this area, you got a Deuce trigger on here now, a 5-point adjustable trigger here. And it also, if you don't like the hump that comes with there, that other trigger that it came with in the box, which is a blade style, you guys can throw that one on there too. We will just go straight back from the trigger into the grip, and then we're going to hit the operating system. So the grip, toolless wraparound grips with a sealed push button. If you guys do notice, the latest guys to use these to win the NXL, they played in some really crappy conditions at NXL Atlantic City, and all of this is sealed to prevent water or nasty mud, dirt, debris getting into the actual package. It is an MME electronic package with Bluetooth on board, so you guys can do a ton of different cool things via really either your cell phone or even computer, because it fits. These are ePortal Lite, right?
I believe so.
Yep, they are, for sure. I was figuring that was going to be a hard yes, but yes, they definitely are. So, okay, onto the bolt system, and then we'll kind of finish it off. So, obviously, OP drivetrain on the inside of this bad boy. You got an up and out here. So let's just pull that sucker out. This is the overpowered drivetrain core here, which allows this marker to operate at anywhere from 95 to 105 PSI. It is a 3-stage bolt acceleration, been proven to give you a 3-peat in the NXL Pro division. Shout out Paintball Fit. So these markers are true workhorses. They literally are meant to play with. Throw them in your gear bag and you'll be good to go the next time. Words by Planet Eclipse themselves. So these things are extremely durable and reliable. With operating pressure from that 95 to 105 PSI allows for great efficiency. You get a lot of pods of paint from this bad boy. And then we'll go down into the ASA. Since we talked about barrel, body, grip, all that good stuff, we'll go down into the refined Pops ASA. So they did obviously have took a little bit off in my opinion. So it looks a little bit sleeker than the previous model of what you are used to. And then let me just turn this on here in the back. With that electronic package, going back to that, this one does have that NXL mode. I wonder if you could see that NXL shield scrolling through.
Maybe.
Maybe. If you don't, guys, believe me, it's there. On the CS3 Pro, there is a NXL preset pro ref mode. So if they come to check you, if they think you're shooting too fast and they see this flashing across your screen, hopefully they will leave you alone and not give you a penalty. So Planet Eclipse kind of set that up with the NXL, their own special NXL Pro mode. I really, really like that. Other than that, I think we've seen and talked about most of it. So guys, this is the brand new Planet Eclipse CS3 Pro, currently available right now at your best source, and that is right here at lonewolfpaintball.com.